Hi everybody, can you hear me? I thought it was, like always, it's always good to win. It was a little sloppy at first. We started out a little sloppy, but guys played hard. We got 4 takeaways, and we didn't turn the ball over tonight. And had some nice field position changes and some things like that. So there was a lot of good things, and we just got to continue to work. So we're excited to get going and start the regular season. Questions?
What did the 2 young running backs hand and Presley show you tonight?
We've seen a lot of stuff from him over the time, but Presley's a guy that has great acceleration, and I think you saw it in that kickoff return and on a touchdown. Ham's a physical pounding kind of guy that does a lot of the dirty work inside. So I think they're both good, and one of the big things with all young backs is about protection and making sure they get the right guys blocked so you don't get your quarterback killed. But I thought they did a nice job.
What do you think of Joel Stave's preseason overall?
I thought he did well. I thought he managed the games good. I thought he threw the ball well. He's got, obviously now at this point, he's got a much better understanding of the offense than he had when he first came in here in the spring. But he's a good kid.
He play his way kind of into consideration for the roster?
Yeah, he's always in consideration. So we'll just see where that goes.
Could he have come back in, or did one of those look at Sorensen after that?
Yeah, he could have came back in.
Mike,
I figured if he came in for 3 days, he should play.
Mike, why did you call the timeout at the end of the game then?
It's actually a situation we've been practicing quite a bit. It's 4th and 20. They're on the ball late. I don't know if you remember back when Buffalo hit us for that first down conversion. So I've been practicing it with the team, and luckily we got in that situation. So it was just more about getting our guys lined up, so there's no confusion. Everything's set and ready to go.
Mike, I'm not sure if you addressed this, but both Sean and Adrian said it really helped for them to see Teddy and see him smile, and that really helped them going forward today. Does it help the rest of the team and yourself to see him after?
Yeah, I saw him in the hospital one night, but he was in the training room today. I think it was good for Teddy too. When I walked in the training room, there was probably 20 guys in there, and they're all sitting on the training tables and talking to him and joking around like they always do. So it was good for not only us but for Teddy as well.
Mike, Rick Spielman said you guys hope to add a quarterback of some variety by Monday. What kind of role do you play in that, while also trying to get this team just ready in general?
Yeah, Rick, he runs everything by me, and talks to me about those. I mean, the scouts do most of the tape work and things like that. But if there's guys that we start getting interested in, then he has me look at them. But Norv, Scott, myself, sitting there, all the scouts, we're watching and try and figure out the best options.
A lot of the players, I'm sure you included, talked about the intangibles that Teddy brings, the leadership, the attitude. How do you go about replacing those things in the offense?
Well, I don't know that you can totally replace them. Each guy is different individually, and Sean's going to lead a little different way than Teddy would, because that's his personality. We want our guys to have their own personality. Defensively, our guys have a lot of different personalities, and they lead in different ways. And so I think the best way to do that is just by being yourself and going from there. And we're going to miss Teddy. He's an unbelievable. You guys know how I feel. He's an unbelievable kid. And that statement that he wrote tonight, or that he had, Hayden didn't have anything to do with it. That was all Teddy. And he hand wrote it. That's the kind of kid he is.
Anything in particular you're going to do to make him, once he can move around a little bit, make him feel part of the team, let him help out, mentor anybody?
Well, he's the most important thing right now is that he gets healthy and rehabs and get going in that. So I'm not too concerned about any of those kind of things. Teddy is the kind of guy who likes to be around the guys anyway, so he'll be around. I do have some things in mind for when he starts to get back and he can can't run yet, but he can still throw. So, I mean, not this season, but in the spring, I've been around some quarterbacks that have had knee surgery that have been able to still have 7-on-7s and things like that. And, I have an idea just because I'm older and been through a lot of this stuff.
Like you talked about making sure these guys don't get down on themselves, the players. How have you sensed how they've reacted in a few days after this?
I think we had a nice meeting the other day. Trying to tell the team, things I expect from them, and where we have to go, and how we have to do things. So, this team. The one good thing about this team is, and sometimes it's not good, but they usually repeat a lot of things that I say, and I think they understand what kind of program we're trying to build here, what kind of organization, what kind of people we want, what we're trying to get out of the things we do, and so I think this is a pretty smart team.
You didn't have candidates obviously all in the preseason, a young up-and-coming player. What does he include in this particular time?
Just that, he may be rusty at tackling a little bit because he hasn't done any of that, but he's been practicing, and we've just this last week or so we've just been careful with him. He could have played tonight if we were playing. So that's not, it won't be an issue. And, but it'll help when we get him back out there. We've missed him, and we've missed Xavier and Sharif, and there's another defensive guy. I think there's been out too.
You excited to fill out that first injury report on Wednesday?
Yeah, just for you guys.
Mike, have you seen any normal improvement from Jaron Curse through camp till today?
Well, the first series I didn't see much improvement, but after that he did all right. I like him. I think he's a kid that it's important to him. He tries real hard. And he's out of place a couple of times in that first drive. I'm like, where's this guy going? And we were like that a little bit defensively in that first drive anyway. Like, what are these guys doing? It shocked me, but he's a big body guy that has some range. He's worked exceptionally hard on his acceleration out of the break. So, I think there's some good things here to work with.
How would you assess how Jarius Wright kind of went through the camp with injuries and not get as much time as some of the other guys?
Yeah, it was important for him to play some tonight because he'd been injured. He went out there and showed well. I thought he made some catches. And, he kind of does what Jarius always does when he gets in there. He goes and he makes plays, and it's good to see him get out there, and we're going to need him.
What about Anthony Harris? How do you think he did? Was it good to see him in the game?
Yeah, he was rusty. It was his first opportunity to really get in there, and he missed a lot of time. He was a little bit rusty, and I think he was playing a little guarded tonight, maybe. Just trying to protect the shoulder a little bit, but he's a good, smart kid as well.
How tough with the tremendous depth you have on this team, how tough is it to be picked out?
Well, I don't know so much about tremendous depth or anything like that, but I know that you saw a lot of guys here in this last ball game that were playing their hearts out to win and give the best showing they possibly can. And unfortunately, some of them will be gone. But if they didn't, they did a lot of good things. There's 31 other teams that might be looking at them, and so we'll sit down with the tape tomorrow, like we always do, and evaluate, and then kind of put the whole thing together. It's not all just about tonight. It's all through preseason and training camp, making sure they're the kind of guys we want on a football team. Make sure they're the the kind of workers we want, and then go about it from there.
You mentioned the other day you want your leaders to kind of take ownership of what needs to be done now and what happened to Teddy. Do you sense that the guys kind of will do that and kind of embrace that opportunity?
I think, Brian, yes, I think we have some leaders on this football team, but as I was kind of saying before, I think this team follows my lead pretty good. So I'm going to lead them. make sure that they're paying attention, doing things right. You know, anytime you have a tragedy or whatever you want to call it, they're going to be looking to somebody and for strength and for wisdom and all these other things. And so part of my job is, and I've already started to do it, talk to them about the things I believe that we have to do and how we need to move forward. So, yeah, that's why they hired me.
Mike, what's your assessment of Treadwell's preseason so far?
Well, he dropped 2 balls tonight, so that wasn't good. But you know, I thought he's been good for the most part. He did catch 1 ball later on, but you know, he showed up in the game against, I guess, Cincinnati a little bit more. So, you know, it was, you know, with the quarterback situation the way it was a little bit, you know, when he was in there, it was probably a little tougher. But he's going to be a good player.
Mike, what's your overall assessment of your wide receivers?
I think it's pretty good. You know, Charles Johnson, I think he's had a good camp. Treadwell, Jarius Wright, I think Cordell's been much better. You know, so I think all of them really been pretty good. And you know, we've got some young guys that worked really hard. You know, Crickty, and you know, I think he's improved quite a bit. So.
How much in talking to Bill Parcells and other coaches around the league have reinforced your own thoughts going forward with your team?
The other coaches in the league don't help me much, but you know, I have gotten a lot of calls from a lot of people about what happened to Teddy, and you know, so from other coaches. As a matter of fact, Jeff Fisher said, you know, a lot of nice things about it tonight, and so anyway, but you know, I always lean on Parcells when I have questions and when I have things, and you know, he's not the only one.
Assuming you guys buried the hatchet from that game in December then?
Yeah, we did. I mean, you know, owners meetings. I really wasn't mad at him. I was mad at his team. Shoot, I shouldn't have said that. I'm gonna get in trouble again, aren't I?
Time for 0 more.
You good? All right. Thank you.